right now. I do this for my rounds. Yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the leader.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now they'll run it on the toss. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on 2nd down. Espinoza over the middle. That's caught by Meredith. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the gun on 3rd down. Espinoza, it's complete, swings it out to his running back. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
On 1st and 10, Espinoza. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hey. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
On 3rd down, Espinoza. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take the ball.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. An 8-yard gain, so that gets him halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Goff. Into double coverage, legitimate. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Gone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Whoa. Hey. You got 3. Got that.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Gone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this 1st half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And, oh, he spins past him and into space. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Espinoza forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Off play action. Espinoza. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Michael Brockers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun, Espinoza, and he's going to go down again. Dante Fowler in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48.
Hey. Super 1.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, second down.
Here we go, boys. Here we go.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
120.
From the gun, here's Goff. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, Do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Now let's go. 3-19.
To throw on 2nd down. Espinoza. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Green 39.
Back to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Looking to go back to Thomas again. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw now on 2nd and 10. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Thomas, the intended target. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Finding room inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
15 yards is the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Go, son. Like 20. 12. 12.
Out of the gun, gone. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. On first and goal, Gurley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They get it to him running left. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They come out here in the I. 3rd and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
This quarterback now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. After the interception, here's Goff. Throw left side complete. It's Edwards. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They get it to him running left. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Get him, boys. Now let's go. Green.
Back to throw here. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Back now in Los Angeles. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now a first down throw, gone. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion
17,
on first down.
17. Look out for number 30. Look out for number 30.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Louis.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
4 down, check. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Check, 47.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go, D. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down where they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They come out here in the eye.
Green 39.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. And he's got it up and through. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
180. Whoa.
Throwing now, Goff. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. "4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Gone. Going left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 22. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that. I
think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They come out here in the eye. They get it to him running left. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop it.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. There he goes right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, 77 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Rams, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.